This is
We've
top
got the
8.
top 8 here at
Top
the
8 of the Slice of
PizzaBox Slice of
Explorer.
Explorer. Yep, that's right, Ham. And it looks like Aspie is going to be on the play. Looks like she's got a pretty good opening hand here. A couple of Thought Seizes, Mayhem Devil, and Unlucky Witness. But the only thing missing is kind of like a little bit of an engine, wouldn't you say?
Yep.
Like
Yeah,
something to
they're, I
kind of
mean,
help them reach over the top of the opponent. And
absolutely.
they're actually up against. Let's take a look here. They're up
Yeah, they're
against
up against
Mono Green, it looks like.
Shanker rocking mono green.
Yep.
Yes. And I'm inclined to agree. I think this opening hand looks good, but when you're running a deck that is colloquially referred to as cat oven, and your starting hand does not have the cat nor the oven, that does not feel great. But it has
Mm-hmm.
the Mayhem Devil, which is amazing, and the Unlucky Witness, which might be able to help find some of those pieces, assuming that it can get sacrificed at some point. But yeah, we have the Hive on 1 into a Thoughtseize. I mean, that feels good, right? And against
Definitely.
mono
Let's see what they
green,
take here with it.
the Llanowar elves. Now, notably, Schenker only has the forest, though there was one land and the Llanowar elves.
Ooh, that's a
Aspie
bit
took,
of a tough keep there, and they're gonna go for a Thoughtseize. So if there's like a Wolfwillow Haven or something, that's gonna get
yep,
snatched
that's
too.
also going to go big time.
I think we take the Kiora here though.
Yeah, Kiora time, 100%. There is another forest, notably. Schenker did draw into a land.
Yeah, so they
But
might
yeah,
want to
so
top deck
Kiora's gone.
something good here, but they
Oof.
don't. And here comes a Mayhem Devil. A little bit of a beatdown for 1 damage, and right now Aspie's way ahead. I mean, they're gonna get maybe another Mayhem Devil down. Would be the best use of their mana, and then this Deadly Dispute
Schenker
is
misses the land drop.
definitely gonna be deadlier than normal, wouldn't you say?
Oh, big time. Yeah, so that was a greedy keep. That Thoughtseize it lined up so perfectly. And Schenker is over there with a fistful of expensive cards. And the best they can do is Heart's Desire, the adventure on Lovestruck Beast, to rock out a 1/1 and just kind of hope for the best. That Llanowar elf disappearing. And you'll notice Aspie had zero hesitation. Notably, Aspie actually has today has gone undefeated in the Swiss. 7-0. Clean, just sweep of the
Well,
Swiss round.
Aspie just definitely rushed that game.
Dismantled
It
Schenker
was a
there.
questionable
Oh my
keep.
goodness.
I don't know if I agree with the opponent's keep there. Maybe they didn't really have a choice, but
Yeah, it was
leaving
risky.
yourself open to that Thoughtseize was just is tough. I mean, I would keep that hand if there's at least 1 or 2 more Land Wars, or
Mm-hmm.
maybe like the Wolfwillow Haven, like I was talking about. But the fact that they kept that hand and all they had was Land War Elf, that's not gonna
Yeah.
end as well as you want it to end. And we see what happened there with the Thoughtseize kind of
Mm-hmm.
just breaking the
And
game.
Schenker actually held out longer than I bet they initially would have. The fact that they drew the forest on that second turn was probably the only reason they didn't concede right on the spot. Because honestly, when you're looking at a 1 land hand and you have a one mana dork, and that's all your hopes are riding on it, and you watch it just get discarded like that, oof, that hurts. Yeah. And the double Mayhem Devil was also fantastic. So yeah, we were talking about how Aspie didn't have the engine in hand. She just didn't need it. At the end of the day, those Mayhem Devils were basically just hill giants, and that was fine. Yeah. All right, Grafdigger's Cage from Schenker coming in, presumably out of the sideboard, I would imagine. Yeah, one of Grafdigger's Cage in the sideboard finds its way into the main, and there it is in the opening hand.
Yeah, and there's the cat. But, I think that's fine. You've got tons of ways to kind of just kill the opponent. The
Mm-hmm.
Graph Diggers is a card, but it's not the game-ending card that it seems like it is right now. I mean, they've got a Blood Tie.
Right.
They got tempo, right? They're going to play this Fable next
Mm-hmm.
turn, and by the time this Mayhem Devil comes down, you're going to have a bunch of different permanents to sacrifice. And once
Absolutely.
again, Deadly Dispute looks even better here. The problem is that Schenker isn't missing a beat. They've hit all their land
No.
drops. They have some ramp in play, so they can play Karn and essentially shut down a lot of cards that Aspie has, but instead they're opting for a Kiora. So we don't know if they have a Karn. We know that they have the Kiora. They play that. No
Yep.
down ticks, so they don't have any more ramp.
Yeah, there's no 3-drop. There's no Pelucranos
I'm
or no
thinking they're going to curve out
yeah.
into Cavalier, right? You think?
There's a non-zero chance of that. Yep. And here is, Aspie chooses to deal 4 damage to Kiora rather than Schenker's face, which makes
Yeah,
sense.
they're not killing them, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. Not gonna kill Schenker here, but reducing Kiora's loyalty down to 3 means that with those Mayhem Devil pings, assuming there isn't a clean attack, but in any event, Kiora is in danger here now, which is great because
Yep.
yeah, if she can freely downtick as we've seen her do in some other matches, it can get out of hand fast. And yeah, to your point, the Grafdigger's Cage is a powerful tool here for Schenker. Vorinclex, Monstrous Raider. Huh.
Well, now that's a magic card, huh?
That
Interesting.
is a magical card. Can
That
confirm. Yeah.
is it's quite interesting. Definitely unexpected. Shuts off the Fable. The Fable doesn't exist anymore.
Yep. Fable does not tick up.
It's not a
It's just
thing.
sitting in on hold until Vorinclex leaves the field.
The Vorclux somehow miraculously leave the field. I mean, it's close. They almost have 6 damage
So if
on the
Mayhem Devil comes
battlefield.
down,
I
I mean, if Mayhem Devil comes down here,
think they do. All they have to do is just they pay the life, they play the devil, you
mhm,
sacrifice the blood tithe, you give it -2/-2, plus 1 more damage, 3. You swing in, you sack the token, sack the blood,
yeah,
or no, you deadly dispute. You attack deadly dispute, the blood token gives you another treasure, plus a sack off deadly dispute. Then you sack the treasure off of the deadly dispute that it makes, and you kill the Vorinclex.
that's a pretty wild
And
sequence,
you
but it
come in
gets the job
for
done. Yeah.
you hit them for
Well, and the
3
attack
down to
can be
15.
the shaman can be targeted at Kiora. Yeah, here we go. So that creates the treasure,
Yeah, they're gonna let
and
this
it puts 2
happen
damage
though.
on Klex, which is gonna make this even easier. Yeah.
Yeah, so they saw the line,
Mhm.
but they're choosing to use the token to
Yeah,
essentially give them additional resources here. And wow, this is just massive. Yeah, they can just deadly
perfect.
dispute, sacrifice them. They didn't even really need to do this. They could have just blood tokened
Yep.
into something. But
Yeah, that's
ooh,
just to
okay.
sack the cat.
So even though Aspie I thought was losing a little bit of value, they gained the value by keeping the blood token and sacrificing the cat. Even though the cat's not coming back, but
No, but that's okay. And
mhm.
here, yeah, because to your point earlier, this deck has a ton of different ways to create damage and create value. I mean, we talk about it being the cat oven deck, but in reality, the Mayhem Devil, as we've seen, can just put up
They just killed
numbers,
a
and the
6/6
Fable is
and a
also nuts,
planeswalker.
right? Yeah, I
I
mean
mean, that's
that was
pretty annoying
insane.
there that they get another Kiora for
Another
Aspie, but they're
Kiora
looking pretty good.
into Pelucranos.
Pelucranos.
All right,
The
so
Fable's
fortunately,
gonna
Fable
happen.
Fable does uptick here, which is great.
Yep. Rid
Yeah,
of
Sulfur
these
Springs and the Hive are gonna
lands.
go. Fair.
Wow.
Another Mayhem Devil? It's greedy to just throw that other Mayhem Devil, but I gotta be honest, if I was in Aspie's position, I'd seriously consider it.
Yeah, this makes more sense. I was trying to figure out what the
Mhm.
better line would be. Whether or not we wanted to play the devil first, but we want to, yeah, we get rid of the elf. We fatal
Yep.
push the poly K. Now we have an
Yeah.
oven. We're just gravy. We do need a
Yep.
way to get rid of the Grafdigger's Cage, but
True.
Schenker only has 1 card left and a Kiora, and I think things are looking really, really good for Aspie here. They may still want to kill the Kiora. I'm not sure.
Yeah, they're gonna put damage on it, and
Yep.
I think that's correct.
Yeah, because once this Fable flips, it's going to be really nasty, honestly.
Yeah. Well, because Kiora represents, obviously ramp by being able to untap lands, but beyond that, she also allows you to draw cards as you're playing out large creatures. So obviously that presents a problem. We don't want, if you're Aspie, you don't want Schenker drawing any more cards. Like they're running out of gas, and you want that to
Yep.
continue. That's really important. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. But meanwhile, I mean, that Grafdigger's Cage probably felt great. And yes, the Cauldron Familiars are trapped, but Aspie is at a disadvantage because of that, but not that much. I mean, without it, Aspie would be able to channel Soakins on next turn and then like sacrifice one of them to make a food and get going. But even having to settle for putting 2 Mayhem Devil down, I think that's okay. As your Kiki Jiki
Yeah, I
flips.
think the most annoying thing is that Kyora's redrawn some cards, so it's giving
Yeah.
Schenker an opportunity to get back into the game. I think you got to cut that though next turn by playing the extra Mayhem Devil.
Mhm.
Uh, there's also a world where you make a
Ooh.
couple. Ooh, so you can't use the oven anymore.
Yep, oven and the treasure token are both offline now. That hurts
Yeah, I think you
really
needed
badly.
to respond to use those.
Yep.
Yeah, I needed to respond. A bit of a mistake there on Aspie's end.
Mhm.
Not getting any value for that.
Oof.
So
And Karn even upticking there to kill the treasure token, and now at 6 loyalty. So pinging it down is gonna be really difficult.
I think we just play Raminat Runes, play the other Mayhem Devil, and pass. A bit scary though
Oof.
because they're gonna get
Yeah.
Karn when they untap and they still have Kiora.
Yeah, it doesn't feel good,
It's got to
but
be a world where we can try to kill the Kiora, but we can't. Even if we activate the den, it's not going to happen. Oven's
right.
offline. They really needed to use that treasure. Get Kiora to 1,
Mhm.
because then they would have been able to kill it here with just the Sekenzen. And then
Right.
next turn we can get the devil, copy it, and then have 3 Mayhem doubles and start, you know, pinging them for a ridiculous amount of damage. But now it's just a little bit tough. And
All right, Aspie is
yeah, Aspie's just going to go for it.
going for it.
Yep.
Just sending everything at Karn. I mean, there's no way that Mayhem Devil doesn't get blocked here, right? And unfortunately, the
There's a
oven's
world where you
offline.
block the den.
Fair. Yeah, I suppose.
I mean, you got to
I mean,
remember the oven's offline, right? So
yeah.
maybe you just cut them off a card that's going to be continual, which is the creature land.
Mhm. That does reduce Karn to 2, if I'm not mistaken. So now, if Schenker wants to activate Karn, they're giving it up. So, and that would bring the oven back online.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe not ideal.
A little bit awkward here. I'm not sure if I like the attack, but it does get Karn down to 2, which means that if they want to down tick on Karn, it's gonna die.
Yeah, it's a clever line. So yeah, now what does Schenker want to do? I'm guessing they don't have another Karn in hand. Otherwise they probably would have down ticked already. But here's the Cavalier. All right.
Okay, looks like they hit a forest.
Actually, I think they whiffed. I don't
Oh,
think they
maybe
found a
they
land at
whiffed.
all.
Okay, yeah, well that's even worse.
That hurts. Yep.
We'll get back down to 1 card. Kiora still putting in a little bit of work here, but no, honestly, Aspie's done a really good job of kind of like neutralizing most of Schenker's resources, even though Schenker could start attacking for 4 trample. It's like whatever, they're still at
Mhm.
17, so they're not dead yet, but it's gonna be a bit tough here.
Absolutely. Yep.
Wow, and they're
And so
opting to use the Karn. That's
ooh, okay.
so
Get
keeping the Mayhem Devil in their hand, I think, is gonna play dividends here.
absolutely. So Sky Sovereign is a phenomenal piece of removal. It's also one of the most castable pieces out of the sideboard for 5.
Ooh,
K
wow.
Command.
Well, that's
That changes things now, doesn't it?
that changes a lot of things. We can
So
Mayhem Devil
now,
plus Gulligan's
actually,
Command,
if
and then
I'm
start getting
Aspie,
back all the Cauldron Familiars. We can also just
yeah,
play the Sekenzen to copy the Mayhem Devil. I think this might be it here. This might be the turn
that's what I'm thinking. I
that
think you play
yeah.
Serkensen as a land, play out the Mayhem Devil, copy the Mayhem Devil with Fable, K Command, blow up the Grafdigger's Cage, and just go to town. That's that's what I'm seeing here.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yep.
and that it's
Copy.
looking something like that. All right.
I think you
Uh,
shoot the Kiora, destroy the Grafdigger's Cage.
I like that. Yeah, I like that a lot.
For
I mean,
artifact, yep.
yeah,
Unfortunately, you are going to lose the Mayhem Devil to the Skyship, but
yep.
the
Next
creature
turn,
land and the Cauldron
that Mayhem
Familiar should
Devil's
be enough to seal the game, I think. You're also about
possible.
to deal them like a ridiculous amount of damage right now, thanks to the
Hmm.
Mayhem Devils. So, yep. Do that.
All right.
I think we oven here,
Yeah,
sacrificing,
like
yep.
let the little 1/1 go, make that food, and just
Yep, go to
send it all
town.
face.
Yep, go to
Yep.
town.
Perfect. And yeah, double taps all around. And now you got the Cauldron Familiar live. I mean, that's huge.
Yep, here's another 2. They go down to
Yep.
9.
All right.
And so you have 2 damage from the land, the Ramanap Ruins. You also have a
Mhm.
creature land that could potentially come in. So they play
Mhm.
Skyship, and they still can't attack. Mayhem Devil dies. Okay, let's see what happens here.
Yeah, let's see how they line it up. Yeah, losing the Mayhem Devil is nothing short of a bummer, but I think it'll be okay.
Could just draw another one. You never know.
It's true. Yeah.
You draw
You know,
another
the
one,
thing,
things are
Aspie has
looking
been
pretty
playing this
good
deck
then.
very well. But one of the ways to make sure that you get to, 7-0 in an event like this is not only play it well, but also
Drawing the cards you need.
draw well. Draw at the right moments. And to be fair, this particular Rakdos deck that she's rocking is dialed in.
Mm-hmm.
There are some choices that were made that, as somebody who doesn't play this deck, I might look at and kind of question, like, does that make sense? Like having only 3 Cauldron Familiar in the deck. kind of wild, but
Yeah,
it's
9
working,
damage looks pretty easy right now with what's on the battlefield. I
right?
think you just do this. You copy another cat. Ooh, Jacantha to hand. Interesting.
Yeah,
I was thinking you could
pulling
copy
Big
another
J.
cat, activate the creature land, smash in. But Aspie taking their
Ah,
time.
yep, and choosing to
Instant speed
wait
the
with
reflection.
the end step stop. So there's going to be a copy of the Cauldron Familiar on end step, which
Mm-hmm.
is pretty solid. Doggone it.
Okay.
Yep. So Karn comes down. Witch's Oven is now offline
Don't
once
know why
more.
we let that resolve, but that's fine, I guess. We needed to get, I
Yeah, I
think,
mean,
a
yeah, Aspie
cauldron
could have done a
activation
Cauldron
there,
Familiar
but
loop there.
I guess it is what it
Yep.
is. They are going to
Yep.
lose the reflection here, though, to the skyship, so
Yep. More than likely.
it's getting closer for Schenker, but they're at
Hmm.
8. Aspie has another cat. They can maybe get back later. Give me 1 second here.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, that Sky Sovereign, we've seen that Sky Sovereign do a lot of work in these mono green lists, and that continues here. So OGT coming out of Schenker's hand, that is going to be able to crew the Sky Sovereign. And then if they want to attack with even more, that's an option.
Definitely got some ghost vibes there as the TV in my
Oh,
house is like coming.
nice.
Just
All
turn it
right.
off here.
Sky Sovereign summon in easily, hitting the reflection of Kiki Jiki. It is going to make a Cauldron Familiar copy, get one more ping on the way out.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, and Giganta being a 5/5 is pretty fantastic. The problem is the Cavalier of Thorns is a 5/6. So
Okay, though,
I have
they're
a
at
feeling.
7. You just need to get a little bit of some damage in here.
Mhm.
Just a little bit of some damage. And the Ramanap puts them down to 5. You need to find 5 damage. So if you get a Devil, it's not going to be enough because you don't have Sacrifice outlets. You kind of need a Deadly Dispute
Desert
to
Dispute off the
dig
top
deep,
here would be
I think.
yeah.
Let's take a look what else they have.
Karn down ticking here is nice though, because that makes
Do you know if they
that puts
brought in
Karn.
the Ob Nixilis? I can't remember if they did or not.
Yeah, I don't believe they did, but I could be wrong.
They did, it'd be
Oh,
really
the
good.
Great Henge coming out of the sideboard. That is terrifying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's definitely going to start to gain them some life.
Yep.
Top deck land, not what we want.
Most definitely not.
I think we...
That might be game here. Let's see.
I don't
Because
think
yeah,
they're out
putting
of
out
it yet.
Giganta, yeah, that's the thing. Giganta's good, and the Ramen improvements is nice. I mean, at this point, actually, if Aspie activates down to the Bugbear, sends everything at Karn, the Den dies, and then one of the 1/1s die to get through, puts Karn down to
Hmm.
1. That
Only
doesn't,
2, though. Yeah, it's only
yeah,
2.
it's not enough.
You got to find a way to kill the Karn, and if they don't,
Hmm.
then that's going to be it, pretty much. And I think
Yeah.
that... Yeah, just going to pass it here. Nothing from Schenker yet.
Yeah, and the
See what they
game
got going
running any
on.
longer is definitely to Schenker's benefit here, and I think that's what we're going to see.
Would have grabbed the Shadow Spear. If they grabbed the Shadow Spear, the game was almost over with the Lair of the Hydra like we saw
Oh, true.
earlier. So pretty surprised. I mean, Henge is like fine, but like it's not the craziest card. I think that you could have picked against the
Well, and on this board state, I
open
mean,
deck.
if you crew the Sky Sovereign, it would cost you 3. So, like,
Mm-hmm.
not bad. But yeah, to your point, not as wild as it could have been.
Yeah, you already have 8 trample on the battlefield, which is really good. It's gonna be hard for them to get break that even with the Gigantha, but
Hmm.
the
Yeah,
fact that
Schenker
Schenker's
looks like,
thinking is like good, right?
yeah, Schenker's in the tank trying to figure out the best way to just. This strikes me as doing some math to try to identify how to win right now.
Wow, that's a
And
pretty big play.
Nissa Who Shakes the World, that card is honestly fantastic. And I'm kind of surprised it's not more popular because, my goodness. Um,
Yep, gonna uptick, make the skyship big.
yeah,
I'm surprised Nissa didn't make.
yeah, didn't animate a land.
Yeah, that's. I mean, if you animate a land and swing, they kind of have to block somewhere, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and so Sky Sovereign is, yeah, Sky Sovereign's here now.
Okay, gonna untap here.
Yeah, one
Sure.
of the forests is just active, sure.
Okay, Henge.
Here's a
Yep.
great henge. Yeah. Auto tapper tapping the 3/3 forest and not the Lair of the Hydra.
Yeah,
Although
after
the
we
Lair of the
just
Hydra
spent.
cannot be animated to a 1/1, so sure, I guess.
Yeah, after we just
Um,
spent that whole time talking about they didn't animate yet. Mayhem Devil, pretty huge draw.
it is, but without a sack outlet. I mean, playing it down, sacrificing Ramanap Ruins could take care of Karn.
It doesn't kill it because I think Ramanap's only opponents. So,
Well, oh, that's right, because Karn uptick. My
so you
apologies.
have 3 damage.
I was thinking Karn was at 1 for some reason. Yeah.
Yeah, they actually upticked. They didn't downtick
Mhm.
there. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
thinking that they were gonna downtick too, but
Yep.
they
Well, and
just
now Henge
never
is
did it.
Henge now being untapped. That's 2 life that Shanker can gain whenever.
Mm-hmm.
So that hurts. Yeah, I don't know how Aspie can get out of this one. It looks like Shanker's just got
I
this
think
game.
they're fine. They just need to find a way to kill this Karn. Now Karn's going down to 2.
Mhm.
So we really, really need like a Deadly Dispute, a Blood Tithe Harvester, something to kind of cycle, give us some damage here.
Mhm.
Okay. So here comes the
Yep.
Ramanap Ruins, going to put them down to 6, I believe. Yep, 2 more damage. So yeah, not going at all towards any
Yep.
other creatures. So they lose their devil. Now things are definitely looking like GG with the Cityscape
Mhm.
Leveler.
Yeah.
Not many draws left for Aspie here to kind of hit to get something good. I mean, I don't know. They can get their if they brought it in, but it's unlikely that like the Furnace Rains or some way to take the Cityscape Leveler.
Actually, I think they did bring Furnace Rains in,
Yeah, they
which
can.
is probably the reason that Aspie's still hanging on here.
Yeah, then they
Although
can kill
that
the Karn.
10/10 Lair of the Hydra
That's
alongside
fine.
everything else.
They can block
Yeah,
that
the Forest is
10/10.
gonna crew the Sky Sovereign. This is gonna be, I believe, probably a full
Yeah,
send. Yeah.
the cat's just gonna eat the 10/10. See if we draw the take a creature card now, things are looking great.
No, Sky Sovereign eats the cat is the problem, and so now
Oh, I
Jagantha says
see.
crew 10 and
Yeah,
the
now
rest
you
gets
don't
through.
have.
Game. Yep. That's
Yeah, it's a bit
comfortably game.
rough. Yep,
Yep.
comfortable game there. Bit tough, but yeah, what are you gonna do? It's kind of a. I think it's pretty medium matchup for a Rakdos stack.
Mhm.
Karn just shuts off most of the deck, so it's a bit of a problem. But yeah, they did bring in the Furnace
Definitely.
Rains. They also claim the Firstborns. They can take the mana dorks, things like that, and slow down the
Yep.
deck by a lot.
That makes sense. Well, and also, I mean, there's so many awesome 3 drops that Claim can still hit. Being able to grab a, Poly K or, um,
And getting rid of
or
another
an
cat
Orthros
there.
Troll. Like, you can do a lot with that.
Yeah, they got
So,
rid of another cat and brought in a duress. So,
interesting. Duress, I can see that.
mm-hmm.
And that's yeah, Duress to get those Planeswalkers out of hand
I think this hand's
right away.
capable. It's a pretty capable hand. I think
I'd say
it's
so.
fine.
Again, missing the engine though, not having a sack outlet
Yeah, not
in
having
hand
the
is tough.
oven or like a deadly dispute is a bit rough
Mhm.
here. They
Definitely
got
not
plenty of
ideal.
time to draw it though.
True, true.
And Furnace
Yeah,
Rains
these
is
things
going
can
to be
happen.
great if they play like a Kiora into like a troll, then you can kill their Kiora. And
Yep. Yeah, that kind of situation.
so we're looking for oven or deadly dispute, right? Is what we're looking for here.
Totally. Yeah, I think those are the main hits. So yeah, leading off with the Hive, following it up with a Den. There's the turn 1
Ooh.
Grafdigger's Cage again.
Yeah, no
Definitely
Thoughtseize really
suboptimal.
hurt Aspie here.
Mhm. And it's really a gutsy play from Schenker to bring the Grafdigger's Cage in because it was a one of in the sideboard. And so to bring it into the main deck in the hopes of drawing into it. And there's the
There's an
Witch's
oven.
Oven.
So Claim and Furnace Rain look even better now.
True.
Okay, they're gonna
Yep.
cycle.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Cycle of
one of
Swamp,
those
sure.
cards is fine. Doesn't matter which
Yep.
one. Thoughtseize.
Ooh.
Okay, sure. We'll take their
Yeah.
next play, which is Kiora.
Yeah, Kiora, I mean, yeah,
So
Klex
they
is
don't
looking
have
good too,
anything
but
for a
Kiora,
while. They can't even
yeah,
cast the
exactly.
Vorinclex right now with the mana they have.
Right.
Looking
Here we
good
go.
for Aspie. They definitely have, and then the Furnace Range just takes the Vorinclex and kills them, right?
Yeah, once they have the Vorinclex down, you just rains it and
Yeah.
sack it to the oven and call it a
No
day.
play. Things are looking good. We hit a
Boom.
Kolaghan's command.
K command
Things are
in the
looking
house.
even
You love to
better.
see it.
Hand to hand.
Yep.
Smashing for 3 down to 14.
Yep. And that Blood Tithe Harvester establishing the clock. Here we are.
Mm-hmm.
There's all 3 power for 2 mana. Pretty good.
Yeah, so Kolaghan's command
Alright.
could be 2 more damage. Here's a Kiora.
Yeah, they found a
which,
Kiora, so
yeah,
okay.
it's going to get us the Vorinclex next turn.
Mm-hmm.
Did they hit
Now, that
anything
said, the K
else?
command can smash Kiora for 2.
I think you want to save it
Harvest.
for face, though. I think we're just trying to kill them as fast as we can. We got to kill them as fast as we can.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. Yep, this
Oh,
is a
here we
great play
go.
here. Yep, going to hit them for 7. Oh, wow, they're going to kill
And it
Kiora.
kill Kiora here.
Interesting. I don't
That
like
cuts them.
this because we could
You
just
don't?
kill them. If we hit them for 7, they go down to 7, and then we just take their card, and they're dead.
Well, that puts them down to 5 lands. That is a tap one, so Klex is not online yet.
Wow. Okay, well,
Yeah. Check
they
it
got
out.
lucky. I think they
Turned out
got lucky
okay.
on that
Yep.
one, yeah.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, because going face there could have been
Yeah,
a pretty
this should be
a very
GG's.
aggressive clock, and ultimately that's what Aspie needs here.
This should be it,
Yeah.
though. This puts them down to 6. This is 8
Yep. And then
damage.
they're gonna play the Vorinclex in all likelihood and think, okay, I'm fine, and then the Furnace Range is
I
gonna
mean,
hit
even if
next
they
turn.
play the Vorinclex, they know they're probably not fine. It's just one card.
Right. Storm the Festival, though. There you go. Grafdigger's Cage shuts it down. Oh my goodness. Creature cards in graveyards and libraries cannot enter the battlefield. Oops. That says it all right there. Yep. Grafdigger's Cage turns off the Storm of the Festival. That
Mhm.
was very, very risky. Oh my goodness.
Oh, no.
So it finds the land and the Karn.
So they can't get creatures.
They can't get creatures. Non-creatures are fine, but as a result,
Oh, they're
they
dead,
might have
though,
been looking
now.
at Old Growth Trolls and Cavaliers and thinking, okay, it'll be fine, and no, it's not fine.
Well, even if they, even if they play the Vorinclex, they still lose. So,
Nope,
I
that.
think,
I mean, at this point, they need to like uptick Karn to just so that the Grafdigger's Cage can block. Is really kind of where they're at,
right,
um,
right.
which is definitely not what they want to be.
Not ideal when your hate card has the chump block.
No, not at all.
They're dead, though. I mean, even if they do that, the
Totally.
creature land plus an extra token just makes them lose the game.
Mm-hmm.
They can down tick and go get Might. Might wouldn't be bad. You play the Might, gain 2, go up to 8, make a block.
Yeah. Okay.
I think that's okay. You get rid of their oven.
Yeah, I suppose
Sure. They're still in the
makes
game.
sense. Yeah. Okay.
But
Yeah,
little do
not
they
out of this yet.
know that there's a
I mean,
Kolaghan's
there's that K
command.
command just chilling over
Yeah.
here. Yeah.
But I mean, I think you just activate land and smash. You can also just like Hive. Hive's automatically 3 damage. I'm trying to think if there's other. So you can Hive. Yeah, you Hive and then you oven for the cat, and that's the win. So you activate Hive, smash. They take 4. Hold on.
Another one. They're
They take
1 mana
5.
shy.
They take 5.
Yeah.
They take 5 if they. Yeah, I wouldn't have done this. I think you just Hive, smash, sack
Well,
something to oven, and then play cat, and that's exactly 6 damage, right? I guess you have to find 2 though.
yeah. So here comes the Haywire Might. Gonna exile the oven. Gain 2.
I guess they have to put the cat into the graveyard, but
Right. Yeah. Well, they could even Thoughtseize collects if they wanted to. And it's funny actually because now you're in a situation where like, normally you'd want to Kolaghan's command and blow up that
Thoughtseize and
Grafdigger's, but
Vorinclex
honestly,
just
right
seems
now
bad.
it's probably not where
Yeah.
you want to be.
Well,
Yeah.
you kind of want that Vorinclex in their hand
Hmm.
because it's just gonna kill them if they tap out.
Right.
You can Kolaghan's command it out of their hand. You can blow up the Grafdiggers. You're right. There's like 1,000 ways to win,
Yeah. There's
and
so many
I
lines
think
here.
that Aspie just has it, and that's pretty much
Honestly,
it.
yeah. As Aspie should probably just sit back. Kolaghan's command's an instant. You don't need to run it out here. But force the discard and just deal 2 damage. Yeah, keep the Grafdigger's Cage around so that Storm the Festival in the
Mm-hmm.
graveyard is
Yep.
effectively useless.
Yep.
And I mean it's possible. Well, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They can't even cast it. Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
GG's.
Oh my
Congrats to
goodness.
Aspie for
Yeah.
taking it down. It's a pretty close matchup, I think. Top 4 here. We've got Mono Green versus Abzan Aggro. It's listed, but it's actually
It's Abzan Elves.
yeah, it's Abzan Elves, surprisingly enough.
Let's
So
go.
there you
Yep.
go. Dart Zero is going to be on the play, though. They're the higher seed, so they get the Landabor Elves down. Surebepe is going to start off as well with an elf of their own, and Expecting this Old Growth Troll or Kiora. Kiora is probably
Mhm.
better because it redraws you a card when Troll comes down.
Right.
The green deck isn't trying to aggro out, even though I think that this is more of like an aggro matchup, and we even see Darth being aggressive.
Oh, yeah, Darth Zero getting in with the swing. Yeah, that is an aggressive choice. But hey, if you want to win through damage, that's the way to do it. Elvish War Master
War
coming down
Master,
for
but
Sarah Bepe.
no other elf, so
Yeah, no
a
follow-up
little
one
bit
drop.
slower start from both players here.
All right. And it looks like Zero is going to go ahead and tap a
Play the
land.
Cavalier.
Kiora on tap. Cavalier on 5. Boom. Yep. Not a bad turn 3.
The elf deck doesn't really care too much though about singular threats, because they can just make like a bunch of creatures, which could be a possibility. They're trying to go for a collective company here.
Yeah, but finding the Nykthos and then drawing another Cavalier, holy crap.
Yeah, it's not bad. Let's not forget though, War Master's ability is pretty strong. You can
Very
pump up
true.
all the elves and give them Death Touch. So yeah, here's another War Master, triggering that
Here's
War
another one.
Master, which triggers your other one. So
Yep.
here's
Tokens all around.
Visionary.
And
Yep.
then Leaf Crown Visionary is a phenomenal lord for elves.
Like I said, one creature at a time. I don't think it's going to be enough, which is kind of why I was interested to see what this matchup was going to be like, because the mono green deck can get punished if they're just a little bit too slow.
True.
Like
Yeah,
that
and it
overall
looks like
oddity isn't good in this matchup,
right. Yeah, so here we go. So now we've got 8 there. Here comes the Cavalier of Thorns. Going to draw another card off the Kiora trigger. Now, Kiora has not been activated yet this turn. So a down tick here can untap Nykthos.
Hey, Karn,
No big deal.
the graveyard, no Storm the Festivals yet.
Oh,
Oh,
spoke a hair too soon, it seems.
yeah,
Here we
yeah.
go.
Wasn't
They found the Storm of the
expecting them
Festival.
to draw it there.
I know, right? There it is.
That's
Well, and
pretty funny.
now Kiora, I know, right? Isn't it funny how that works? Sometimes you just put it out there in the universe and it just happens. All right. So they're going to tap this for a casual 12 mana. And here comes Storm the Festival.
Yep, Storm the Festival. Getting a
Fine
couple
and
more creatures, which
Pelucranos.
is great. This is what you want against elves. You want
Yeah.
to have creatures on the battlefield. So even though I said elves can go over the top by going wider, right now it's not looking like that. And yep, here's Karn.
There's Karn. And there's enough mana for Karn and Old Growth Troll here.
Yep.
Yeah, which I think, yeah, you definitely want to get OGT out here. Because, that elf deck, we've all seen what elves can do when they get a chance. And we might be getting there.
Yep.
So on this Karn downtick, what artifact are you looking for?
Probably still just the 8-drop, the Cityscape Leveler.
Yeah.
Or you go get Portal. Portal gets rid of 3 creatures.
Yeah,
Ooh,
Portal
I
could
like
be
this
good.
idea though, because Shadow Spear is going to gain more life than they're going to deal you. Surabepe is just going to take this.
Yeah.
They untap though. They could have a Coco still, maybe just more elves than that. We're going to find out here pretty soon what they have. We got 4 cards in hand. Fortunately, they're not streaming, so we don't have access to know what they actually have in their hand.
Yep. So we'll discover it alongside Darth Zero, our protagonist for this one. All right.
Lots of green on green action here.
Oh, absolutely. But yeah, so I mean, next turn, look at that Nykthos. That little number in the corner is 21. So I think it's very safe to say that Pelucranos is going to flip next turn. That Storm of the Festival is going to get cast next turn.
Coco.
All right, here comes. Coco finds a Llanowar Elves and an Elvish Mystic, which fortunately triggers the War Master, so it's not nothing, but
not really that impressive though.
Not what they were looking for. Yep.
Yeah, and they have just as many creatures as the opponent does, so things are not looking great.
Yeah, exactly.
Our time to overwhelm is way past, and let's see. So we still don't have enough mana to activate a War Master, which is bad.
Ooh, we have the upkeep stop. Interesting. Where's this guy? Court of Calling.
Oh.
X equals 3. What are they
the
going
Shaman.
for here?
Shaman of the pack.
Oh, Shaman of the Pack. Absolutely. Boom.
Can they just kill them here?
The War Master triggers first. Rocks out 2 more dudes. Okay.
Are they just dead to another? They're dead. They're dead. Here comes another Court of Calling.
No way. Yep.
Yeah,
Holy cow.
Wow.
All right.
Now that was a game.
So Zero flash the good game because this court is going to find another Shaman of the Pack. And both Shamans are going to count each other. 14 damage a pop. Boom.
Wow.
Boom. Holy cow.
why attack when you can just burn the opponent for 28 damage? Well,
Quarter
that
calling,
was
everybody.
definitely a game of Magic that I wasn't expecting today.
That was fantastic. That was not at all how I expected that to end. Yeah. Why is quarter calling an instant? I mean, holy cow. Anyway.
For moments like those, even if it wasn't an instant, they
Exactly.
would have just done it on their turn and won the
But they still
game.
would have, exactly.
Yeah,
But yeah,
that
still
was
would have been
nuts.
great. No, that was
I
fantastic.
guess they needed the 2 tokens. Maybe they didn't need the 2 tokens. I don't know. That was disgusting.
Yeah, it was close, but
Yeah, the 2
yeah.
tokens helped with the convoke.
Definitely.
You
Yep.
need 6
Yeah,
mana, so.
resetting those War Masters was
And
valuable.
Darth's just gonna keep it,
Absolutely.
just not messing around. Pretty snap keep here. Got a turn 2
Alright.
Haven into turn 3 Karn to hopefully do something against this just army of elves that's coming in here.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. I was not expecting elves today. If you asked me what decks were gonna show up, I would have said mono green, I would have said Rakdos Sacrifice, the Lotus Field, control. I would have called those, but I
Yeah,
would have
not
said Greasefang
elves.
long before elves. And
Yeah,
here
not
we
elves.
are.
Oh wow, this is yep, really good start.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think you play Karn because it gains you life, maybe.
It's an option. But yeah, they're gonna go Old Growth Troll just to have some board presence.
Yeah,
So
because you're
it's
trying to
a
get the portal or
mhm,
something. You're just trying to get to something. I don't know what
right.
anymore, Ham, but
At this point, who knows, man? Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
here's a leaf
Leaf Crown Visionary.
crown.
Yeah, I think putting the Old Growth Roll down was smart because that is going to kind of stymie a lot of attacks here.
Ooh, bodyguard.
Just kidding. Werefox Bodyguard
That's an
coming
elf.
on down. Notably an elf. And
Well,
now the attack
I
for 5.
think that might be it.
Possibly.
Yeah, they don't have much they can do here. Another OGT,
Yep.
play a
And then
land. We could block one
High
card.
Pass.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If we play another Lord, that's game over. One card in hand. Is it a Coco? Nope.
No, we got the Leaf Crown Visionary. They can pay
That's
the
it.
1.
That's the game right there. They found the
Yeah,
5
that buff
damage they
is
needed.
huge. Absolutely.
Looks like they're doing math. 1, 2, 3, 4,
It
5,
looks like 11. If they attack
9,
all and the Old
12,
Growth Troll blocks
15
Dwynen's Elite.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yep,
Or,
15
I was the one.
exactly if they block the
Yeah.
wear bodyguard.
Oh my goodness.
Yep.
Yeah, it was the most they could block.
Wow, what a
And
game.
there we go. Holy cow! All right, elves apparently bringing the heat.
Looking for the latest comic book to add to your collection? How about the last card for that Magic the Gathering Commander deck? Well, the comic book store's got you covered. Shop online at comicbookstore.tcgplayerpro.com or come in person at 30 North Main Street, Glassboro, New Jersey.
This video is brought to you by MagicJank.com, the spiciest cards for your sauciest decks. Buy and sell Magic the Gathering products and gear today on MagicJank.com.
Pizza people, are you enjoying the content? Don't forget, subscribe to the channel. It's free. Hit that bell icon as well. That way, anytime any of our new content comes out, you're able to see it right away. Hey, leave a comment down below as well. Tell us what you're going to play in the next event, or tell us what you're enjoying about the video. Don't forget, check out the description too. We've got tons of great content down below. And on top of that, we're going to have our tournament schedule too. So get in on it. Hope to see you.
If I had to pick, oh man, you even got the pull in. I need to vote.
Rakdos sack or elves. Can the elf
Honestly,
deck overcome one mayhem devil?
honestly, I think betting against Aspie right now is probably not smart. However,
In the finals?
in the finals, I am gonna go ahead and put some channel points, and I'm gonna go ahead and vote on elves. So
You
I'm
never
gonna
know.
I'm gonna put
Look at this hand.
I'm gonna go ahead. Um, I'm gonna go ahead and put some channel points on elves. Boom. So come get my channel points, everybody. Get my pepperoni points.
Mm-hmm.
If my gut turns out to be correct and Aspie does in fact take this down, you'll have the opportunity. I put down 50,000 channel points on abs and elves.
Oh, this is a better hand.
Don't know if it's smart or not, but anyway.
This hand is a
So
lot
here we
better
go.
than what they just had, so.
Significantly. Yeah. So here we go. This is the mulligan decision, most important decision in the entire game, and I think that was a good one.
Yeah,
All right.
definitely. This hand's a little slow, but slow and steady can win the race.
It certainly
Unless of
can.
course the elf deck comes out.
Unless
Like the
yeah,
hair.
exactly. Unless the elf deck convokes a Court of Calling on turn 4, and and that's
And
that.
just copies it or something and just kills you.
We've seen this happen. This can be done. All right.
Ooh,
But yeah,
Jaspera
so Unlucky
Sentinel.
Witness on Aspie's side, and then Jaspara Sentinel on Sirabepe's side. Also, for those watching on the YouTube or just tuning in, this is the finals of the Slice of Explorer here at the PizzaBox.
Thank you,
All
Hammer.
right.
So, yep, getting the oven down. And it looks like, okay, just a land drop. Okay, another Jaspera Sentinel type creature.
Yep.
And I'm guessing they're going to get a War Master down. It'd probably be the best play here.
Decent
Oh,
chance.
Dwayne's
Dwayne's
Elite's the
Elite.
same thing. Pretty
Yep.
close.
Yeah, you knew there was going to be a 2-drop coming. So.
Yeah, pretty close.
All right. 2/2 for 2 that rocks out a 1/1. Oh, that Mayhem Devil. I have a feeling that Mayhem
Like
Devil
one of
is
the
going to
best
be eating
draws.
good here.
It's one of the best draws ever.
It's up there. All right. So yeah, waiting until the upkeep to sack the Unlucky Witness. That way, Aspie has the whole next turn to use the card that the Unlucky Witness
They
finds.
could just collect a company now, though, and save it. So this is sketchy. This is a really sketchy play, honestly.
That's risky. Yep.
I
Yeah, Sentinel
think this
Stalwart
is
is able to
really...
tap for
Ooh,
white.
they have the Fox.
They have the
Oh,
Fox.
the Bodyguard. Okay, get rid of the Devil.
Yeah, where Fox Bodyguard is going to eat the Devil. Oof.
Wow.
Flash Elves.
Ooh, but Fatal Push.
Fatal Push here is looking really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if that said, Aspie only gets one of those two cards, Deadly Dispute or Fatal Push. It's not both, which is really unfortunate. Leafcrown Visionary.
Or Visionary, sorry.
Yep.
Okay, they can pay 2 life, Fatal Push. They gotta sacrifice something for Fatal Push. Yeah, Witness is fine, I guess.
Yeah, Witness, and then sack it, hopefully find a land off this one.
I was thinking Deadly Dispute might be better there.
Possibly. Hey, Den of the Bugbear, Blood Crypt. So yeah, the land drop comes off of that. But yeah, the Fatal Push has been revolted. So
luckily they don't have anything left to... Well, I guess they have the food token. Yep. Gonna kill the Leaf Crown. Bit unfortunate here for the elf
that
deck.
thing immediately. Yeah.
Yeah, everything's still coming up for the rack sack. So we're hoping for another Fox here. Okay, Stalwart, collect a company, or bust.
Yeah, getting rid of the Leafcrown Visionary when Aspie did was amazing. And the cat is here.
Oh, the cat's just nasty.
That's huge.
Yep.
Yep, here comes the loop.
Yeah, I mean, they once again, they had a lot of stuff on the battlefield, but Mayhem Devil. This is about the worst matchup that I think Sirabepe could have hoped for in the finals. They would have hoped that maybe one of the mono green decks
would have
taken these decks out, but unfortunately they have not, and this is where we're at. Fab Redo in the house. Let's go.
Hey. You'll love to see
homie?
it. All right. So Called Familiar coming in. Sure enough, Mayhem Devil is just gonna go to town. Aspie holding onto the Blood Crypt because it can be churned away to Fables Chapter 2. Because let's be honest, this deck can do pretty much as it wants on 4 mana as it could on 5. So no need to hang on to that land. Better to see some more cards. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, this is rough.
Yep.
Yeah, Sirabepe needs to find the Cocos, or
I don't even know if Coco really helps.
I don't know. They just need to establish a board. They need something.
They need 2 lords at once, and they need them like this turn because once Aspie untaps, they'll have Devil plus Familiar. Yeah, it's just
Sirabepe just gonna scoop it up.
It's rough. I mean,
yeah.
Let's see what they have in their sideboard that they're bringing in. So, as everyone's watching here on screen, they have 1 Yasharn.
That Yasharn, and we saw that Yasharn step in an
Vivian's
earlier.
good too. Guardian of Faith is okay.
Selfless Spirit might
they have an extra
place.
bodyguard. Yeah, Selfless Spirit's okay. Soulless Jailer. What does Soulless Jailer say?
It's like Grafdigger's Cage on a body, effectively.
My card isn't. Oh, yeah, I mean, that's a card.
That might have a place, but honestly, we've seen these Rakdos sacrifice lists put together. I mean, obviously, stymieing the cat is valuable. Being able to prevent that is a big deal, but we've seen Aspie work around Grafdigger's Cage.
The oven is more important. Shutting down the oven is more important because the oven is good with the cat and it's good with The Mayhem Devil too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. So here we are. Those Thoughtseize look decent, but honestly, not in this matchup. I think this is a pretty easy maul.
Oh,
Um,
that's rough again. They got to take a mulligan, but
yeah,
gotta
I
do what you
think so.
gotta
I
do,
mean,
right?
we'll see. Aspie is also up a game, so if there's ever a time for a risky keep, this is it. And honestly, they're probably not going to rock out the
Did hear you
Thoughtseize
say
immediately.
Brain
They might be
Turkey? That's
sitting back
pretty
on the
good.
Fatal Push. Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, I don't know about this hand.
Yeah, no, I'm not super jazzed about it
I'm
either.
not sure. This is kind of a
On the
gamble.
draw, I mean, it's
Maybe
possible.
Aspie just doesn't. Aspie's just probably playing for house money here. They've won a tournament before, so yeah, just hanging out.
I mean, hey, the opponent also mulliganed, and you get to Thoughtseize, hit the Elvish War Master like right out of the gate.
Yep.
That's fantastic. And then there's that Coco, and you have another Thoughtseize. So,
Yeah, that second Thoughtseize is going to be huge.
mm-hmm.
And
So here we go. So
Sirabepe has
Sirabepe
nothing.
living off the top of the deck here.
Yep, that's
Unclaimed
it.
territory in hand, going to hit all the land drops, and the creatures ramp, a bit. So, all right.
What if they just have another Coco? Oh,
Yeah, what if they
nope,
just
they
top deck a
don't.
Coco? Crazier things have
Oh,
happened.
here's a second
Uh,
swamp. I think you fatal
the swamp,
push the Mystic.
possibly. I think Aspie might be deciding to wait. Here's the
Oh my.
Coco.
Okay.
Now, had you fatal push the Mystic, this one
Yeah, I'm
wouldn't be
telling you,
happening.
if you fatal push the Mystic,
Yeah.
this isn't happening. Oh, that's not a bad hit either.
Shaman and the Landor Visionary. I think you've got to.
You're at 9. This fatal push is horrible now. This does nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, the
I
double
think that's like going to
Thoughtseize.
be GG if they can't kill their cards.
Possibly. Yeah. Yeah, and there's no way to trigger Revolt here. Like, not even close. Yeah, I mean, this is a red source off the top to have any hope of staying in this game. So, yeah,
Yeah.
I think you got to fatal push one of the. I mean, they're probably going to attack with the Stalwart. You just kill it to prevent one, right? No? Okay. Nope, there it is. All right. Or no, they're going to kill the Mystic. Okay, sure.
Okay, another fatal
Another fatal push.
push. Ugh.
Yeah, this
I
is
mean,
5
if you
damage that can't be
kill
prevented
their
here.
card, I guess it's
Yeah.
fine. It's less mana.
I mean, they still
Another
have
Coco, I think, seals it for
100%. But
Sir
the
or them just doing nothing. They could
Vivian,
just do
yeah.
nothing, and
Yeah, that's a scoop.
yeah, that's it. Yep.
Yeah, Vivian just being able to uptick and just keep pumping out 3 threes. There was nothing. So, wow. All right. So, yeah, Aspie
What
with
happened to Samson last round?
yep.
Last
Yeah,
match
a risky
against
keep.
Aspie. Yep.
Yeah, risky keep, and it did not end up going her way that time. But that's okay. We still have game 3.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Well, I mean, the off deck, the off deck could pull it, Ham.
If I can pull this off,
The
so maybe.
unlikely here, the hero no one asked for,
Yep. The
but the
thing,
hero
yeah, I
that we all
certainly was not
deserve
expecting it.
could be the off deck just ramping out here. Come on, I want to see it. I really want to see it happen.
I mean,
you know.
huge props to Sir Beppe. They've been putting on a heck of a show today.
All right,
But
here we go.
as has be. So, oh, that
This
hand
is
looks
fine.
fantastic.
This is fine. We can
Yeah,
keep
this is
this.
doable.
Yeah, this is hand.
Mhm.
This is a good hand. We've seen Blood Tithe Harvester go the distance last time.
Totally.
Round 1
Yeah,
of the top 8. Here
absolutely.
comes
So
the
here we
oven
go.
into Blood Tithe and the Deadly Dispute on the Blood token. Seems pretty good. Or we might just use the Blood Tithe as a removal. Here's Llanowar Elf.
Yep.
Ooh, do you claim?
I mean, this is.
Yep, we're claiming.
And then Deadly Dispute, the elf.
Deadly Dispute with itself.
That
Yep.
rules. I love that line. Oh my goodness.
Into a cat. What a turn.
And could be into the cat. If okay, they choose not to. SB decides to hang on to the treasure for now. But yeah, could have rocked out the cat. That was nuts. I love the idea of stealing the mana dork and forcing them to
use it.
use
Yeah.
mana to sacrifice themselves. That is so savage. All right.
Oh, probably the Blood
So,
Crypt into a
yep,
Fable.
nothing
And I
wrong
think
with
you
that.
Cauldron Familiar. I think it was kind of a mistake to not do it, maybe. Maybe not. Maybe.
SB continues to
Or
just hang on.
I think they want to save up for the Mayhem Devil to wipe the board.
Mhm. Possibly.
Shaman of the
Shaman.
back. Yep.
Woof. All right. Yep. Ow. 4 to the face.
Thoughtseize. All right. Here we go, Ham. Game 3.
Yeah. There's the
Ooh,
devil.
there's the devil that I was talking about. Oh
Yep.
no, this might be it. This might be it for Sir Beppe. Unfortunately, it looks
Hmm.
like the
So yeah, if the Goblin Shaman's
yeah.
gonna come crashing in,
Ugh.
and here comes the devil.
Here comes the devil.
Here comes the
Oh
devil.
no, here comes a Thoughtseize.
Thoughtseize. Yep. 1 damage
Uh,
to the Elvish Mystic. None of those 1 toughness
there
dorks are
goes
gonna
a
survive
shaman.
here.
Wow, they had it
3
too.
shamans in hand?
They
Holy
had it.
cow.
They had it
They
in
sure
their
did.
hand. Yep.
Yeah, Sarah Beppe it came,
They
yeah,
came for
loaded,
it. They
ready to
came
go.
loaded. Yeah, if they
They
didn't
had
draw
it.
that Mayhem Devil there, they
Mhm.
probably win this game the next turn.
Yeah, huge props to Aspie for, lining things up and, making this happen. Because my goodness.
Yep.
Yeah, Sarah Beppe flashed a good game. Because I mean, yeah, not can't even play the shaman because they're down to 2 lands.
Yeah, can't play any cards. You just take the
Can't
3
can't play
here.
him.
You
Yep.
eat it. Yeah, you can do
No.
this. It's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. Yep. Because yeah, you sacrifice that, kills the shaman. Wow.
Ugh, this is ridiculous. Mayhem Devil is
Mhm.
just so good against the X ones.
It's fantastic. Yeah, Mayhem Devil in this particular matchup is nuts.
Ugh,
In
no.
stereo, no less. Alright.
Why are we drawing another one? Ugh,
'Cause we can.
that's GG. It's
It's
just
gotta be, right?
it's
Yeah.
just. Oh
Yeah, we got a Mayhem Devil, you
no.
easily sacrifice the Reflection of Kiki Jiki,
Yep.
which is not a card you're usually super happy to sacrifice, but in this case, absolutely. Yeah, holy
Yep.
cow.
There it goes again. Well, congratulations
Yep,
to Aspie to taking it down.
well done.
Congrats as well to Simon for making it all the way here to
100%.
the finals. I
Yeah,
mean,
that Abzan Elf
that
list is
Elf deck was
excellent.
sweet and made it to the finals. It would have won
Absolutely,
if the
well
right
done.
matchup was, I think, was in the finals. But
Mhm.
congrats to our winner here.